Hey guys, welcome back. I'm not sure if I mentioned in my last video, but my name is Natalie. I am the Dread here on this YouTube channel, and my boyfriend Brad is the Beard. We both have full-time jobs, but we love to travel. We absolutely love to travel, specifically in the woods and in the mountains. And our mission is to take as many vacations as our bosses will allow, document our travels, share them with you guys here on YouTube, and generate enough income through this channel to eventually be able to travel full-time and live a life that we love, and to also show you guys that it's possible and inspire you to live a life that you love as well. So in this video, we're sharing part 1 of our 2-week-long trip to the Pacific Northwest. When Brad and I first started dating, we spent a lot of time talking about places that we've been, as well as places that we hoped to one day go. And I swear he could have gone on and on for days about Oregon and how much he loved it there. And I had mentioned that I had never been to the West Coast before, so it was quickly decided that we were going to take a trip there, and we decided to plan it for his birthday in October. After months of preparation and saving up for the trip, our journey finally began. Oregon has always held a special place in Brad's heart, and the second that we got off the plane, I could totally see why. It's a really awesome, chill, beautiful place. And that was home base for us for most of the trip. We did have a couple days in Mendocino, California, and also we spent a day exploring Vancouver, Washington as well, but more to come on that later. Brad and I are planners, more specifically me. I'm the planner. And for months leading up to this trip, we drew up this schedule of everything that we wanted to do while we were there. We were ambitious when we made this schedule. Listen, we live in Florida. There are no mountains here. We do not hike here. And we had 12 hikes planned for this trip. They added up to a total of 54 miles. Out of those 12 hikes, we ended up doing 3 of them, for a total of 12 miles. It was also a lot colder than I was prepared for, and after the first long hike that we did at Black Crater Trail, Brad's knee started to hurt him pretty bad, so that's part of the reason why we kind of backed off on hikes towards the rest of the trip. But anyway, let me start you guys at day 1. As soon as we secured our rental car, we headed to a dispensary. When in Rome, right? Once we got that taken care of, we started searching for a park where we could partake. We landed on this cute little park called Wood Village, and it was totally empty and quiet. Not a whole lot to see there, but it was perfect for what we needed it for. But like, not even minutes after we got there, I was getting texts from my boss like, I need you to explain this. What did you do with that? And I was like, I just got on vacation. Like, it just started. But anyways, that's where we are right now, and I'm grateful to have a job, grateful to have an income. So after that, we went to our Airbnb to check in, and wow, our Airbnb was amazing. By far the most incredible stay that either one of us has ever experienced. We stayed in a town called Troutdale, Oregon, which is about 30 minutes from Portland. Our host had built a little condo on top of her spacious home, and although she was living right below the area where we were staying, it was still totally private and secluded. We had a little back porch that was overlooking her backyard. The porch had a mountain view. All the extra added touches that she did to the interior were so much more than we expected, and so welcomed and appreciated. Just knowing the amount of time and care that went into putting everything together and making us feel so welcomed really ensured us that we picked the right place to call home for the next 2 weeks. we just spent the rest of the day chilling there and getting settled. So on our first day waking up in Oregon, we got up super early and hit the road to California. We knew that we wanted to get on Highway 101 and drive up the coast, so we had to backtrack a little bit to get over there, but it was totally worth it. It was absolutely the most beautiful drive that either one of us has ever done. And we took a lot of opportunities to pull over and take it all in.
Walk me around. Start over. Delete.
When we started getting closer to the Airbnb, we realized that we needed to find some water and a few other things for the night. So we just kept going on Highway 101, thinking that it was going to take us into a town with a convenience store somewhere, but it did not. We drove all the way out to Ukiah and didn't find any water there. There wasn't really much of anything there, just hills and a long road. So we got back on it and kept it moving. We did eventually find water somewhere. I don't remember where, but we got it and whatever else we needed for the night, and then finally checked into our Airbnb. I don't remember how long it took us to get from A to B with all the stops and everything, but I do know that we ran out of daylight, so obviously that was our entire day too. For day 3, our first day waking up in California, we had 2 things on our agenda: a hike in Hendy Woods State Park and the skunk train. It was about a 45-minute drive from our Airbnb to Hendy Woods, so it didn't take us too long to get there. It was a pretty easy drive, and once we got there, it was amazing. Drove to Willits for the skunk train. That was about an hour drive from Hendy Woods. We ended up getting there around 12:30, and the train didn't leave until 1:30, so we had a little bit of extra time to walk around, check out the shops and stuff like that before the ride. Out on the train for about 2 hours. I got back to the station around 3:30, and after that we just got some food and headed back to the Airbnb. I unfortunately didn't take any pictures of that Airbnb itself. I don't know why I didn't take any. We didn't really use it for a whole lot, kind of just used it for sleep, so we didn't spend a whole lot of time there, but I do regret not taking pictures of it, and I will be better about that in the future. But that was day 3. The next day we did the rail bikes, which is also a part of the skunk train family, but this was in Fort Bragg. And we got there again a little bit early, had time to walk around, grab a snack, and then we went. The tracks took us out to an opening where they had a little Halloween-themed picnic area where we could just kind of get off the bikes and stretch our legs a bit. There was also a trail. We did check that out, and that was pretty cool. Also, this trail was not on our list of trails, so added onto the list we actually did 4 hikes. And then after hanging out there for a bit with the pumpkins, we got back on the bikes and headed back. As soon as we got back to the car, we jumped back on the road and took the same route that we took down to California, back up to Oregon. And that was the end of day 4, which concludes part 1 of our trip to the Pacific Northwest. But we still have so much to share. Like I said, this was a 12-week trip, and this was only the first 4 days. But I do deeply appreciate you guys sticking around and watching this video. And if you're interested in seeing the rest of our trip, what we did in Oregon and in Washington, or if you'd like to just follow along with us on our journey to becoming YouTubers, and seeing the rest of our future endeavors and adventures, I'd really love it if you hit that subscribe button and joined the community that is literally helping us make our dreams come true with your views, likes, comments, and all of that awesome stuff. So again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.